On India's 72nd Republic Day, when Rajpath was witnessing the exhibition of pride, power and valour of India, Red Fort, a national icon from where various prime ministers of India hoist the tricolour and address the nation, was being besieged by a group of protesters who stormed onto the ramparts of the fort and unfurled religious flags of Nishan Sahib. Protesting farmers deviated from the agreed-upon routes and clashed with the cops, resorting to violence to reach Red Fort in the capital. If Mahatma Gandhi were alive, his tears would not have stopped shedding at this shameful sight. He would have been deeply saddened by the violent actions of irresponsible protesters who are tarnishing India's image globally. India has a unique history of peaceful protests. The Mahatma himself launched many protests against the British Raj. What remained constant was his conviction for ahimsa or non-violence for peaceful protests, be it civil disobedience movement or the non-cooperation movement launched for obtaining Purna Swaraj. In 1922, the Chauri Chaura incident took place where a large group of non-cooperation movement protesters clashed with the police and set fire to a police station, killing all of its occupants. Mahatma Gandhi halted the movement of freedom and national consciousness as a direct result of the Chauri Chaura incident. As a leader, Mahatma Gandhi always showed accountability. His ideas were reflective of one's obvious fundamental duties towards their nation. After the Chauri Chaura incident, Gandhi took on himself the onus of their actions. However, on Tuesday, even after the tricolour was insulted at the Red Fort, no farmers' unions took accountability for the actions of the miscreants. An umbrella body like Samyukt Kisan Morcha distanced themselves from the incident and started a series of blame game. Only All Kisan Sangharsh Coordination Committee and Bharatiya Kisan Union Bhanu have decided to call off their protest owing to the shameful wreckage and deviation from the real goals of the protest. The opposition parties, including the ones steered by the namesakes of Mahatma, who cry out loud the ideals of the father of the nation, have not followed in his footsteps and are instead fueling dissent. Even the leaders of the farmer unions resorted to unacceptable claims. Rakesh Tikayat, Bharat Kisan Union leader, said uneducated people were driving tractors and they didn't know the paths of Delhi. Some of them unknowingly deflected towards Red Fort. In the 21st century of multimedia, a baseless claim like this from a leader of the protest movement, when media channels showed the agreed upon route of the tractor rally, leaves very little to say. Around 394 police personnel were injured, with some in the ICU. 428 barricades, 30 police vehicles and other public property damaged all over the national capital. Along with the Red Fort vandalized and farmers from different groups hoisting religious flags on its ramparts, Gandhi's head would have bowed down in shame. The only flag which should have remained on the National Day is of India's and not any religious flags or symbols. Protesters exercising their fundamental rights have largely forgotten their fundamental duties and the rights protected by the Indian Constitution by restoring to anarchy.